Today we are sewing the Veronica leather pants. All of the pieces in your kit will be marked with a sticker on the wrong side. You'll have the front pant, the back pant, the tags, and the waistband. Included in your kit is also a drawstring stopper and your thread. A scrap piece of fabric is also included to test your stitch tension. Once you've threaded your machine with your given thread, sew this piece of fabric together, making sure the right sides face each other to get a feel for what it'll be like to sew the pants. This is what it'll look like, and you can also test the strength by pulling on the fabric. Note there are notches, these are our points of action. Lay the two front panels right sides together. Sew the crotch together along here at 3/8. As we sew, always make sure to backstitch at the beginning and end of your stitch path. This is what it should look like. Repeat the exact same process on the back panels. Your two front panels should be attached to the crotch as well as the back. Take the back pieces that are now attached to each other and flip open so the right side is facing you. Taking the front panels that are now attached to each other, lay on top of the back right sides together, so the suede side facing you. From here we're going to sew the side seams together, matching up at the notches to make sure you're on the right track. Making sure to take our time sewing these and lining it up slowly as we go. This fabric is a little bit sticky, so just making sure to line up those raw edges. Repeat this process along both of the side seams. Now the pant should be attached at both side seams. Next step is to sew the inseam. Make sure the crotch seams line up, and sew the inseam of both pants in a continuous line like a U. During this process, don't forget to make sure that the crotch seams line up with each other. Next step is to take the waistband marked number 5. The waistband does not have a right and wrong side, so you can do whichever. We're going to take the waistband, taking the sticker off and folding it in half, sew the short edges together at 3/8. Press the seam allowance of that open after finished sewing, and we're going to sew around the seam allowance in a square to tack it down. A trick for this is that we never need to take it off the machine. You'll sew one line, putting the needle all the way through, raising your presser foot, and turning the corner. You will see as I demonstrate here. So I'm sewing along, making sure my needle is in, raising the presser foot, and pivoting in the next direction. Lower the presser foot, sew, make sure the needle is in, raise the presser foot, change the direction, lower it, and sew. Do this until you've completed your rectangle. This is what it should look like. With the seam side in one hand, fold in half, evenly in half on the opposite side of the seam, mark with a pin or chalk. The seam marks our center back, while the pin marks our center front. Lay your pants down right side up, so the sticker should be on the inside. Take your waistband and put it around the pants, tucking the pants into the waistband. The right side of the waistband facing the right side of the pants. Line up center back with the waistband seam and the pin with the center front seam, and sew all the way around at 3/8, making sure to stretch the elastic as you go. Take your time with this. Slowly line up the raw edge of the pants with the waistband, stretching the elastic to fit as you go. Once the waistband is attached, this is what it should look like. Within the waistband, there's a built-in drawstring. You're going to move the fibers apart and slowly pull that cord through. Pull until there's about 6 inches out. Take your stopper and ribbon now and insert the ribbon, pushing down the lever on the stopper. Once you have pulled that through, tie a knot with the ribbon around the drawstring cord. As you can see, I'm just tying the two ends of the ribbon around the cord. Once that is tied on, you'll grab the ribbon and you'll pull through. Make sure to push down the lever on the stopper as it'll be easier to pull through. Once the stopper is on, you can cut the ribbon off. This is what it should look like. Our last step is to take our tags. We're going to attach our content tag to the Zero label, just on the bottom there. Once that is sewn on, you'll take the label and attach it to the center back of the waistband, attaching on the short edges 1/8 away from the edge. This is what it'll look like once it's on. Your Veronica pants are complete, no need for ironing. See you next time!